Good morning, everybody. The December 1, 2015 School Land Board meeting will come to order. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from our last School Land Board meeting on November 3rd, 2015. After the board has had a chance to review those minutes and assuming no objections, we can entertain a motion in a second to approve them.
So moved.
A second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve the minutes. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda as posted. Been notified that item number 2A6 has been pulled from the docket. After the board has had a chance to review the consent agenda as stated, and assuming no objections, I could entertain a motion in a second to approve the consent agenda as posted.
I motion.
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve the consent agenda as posted. We will now enter executive session with respect to items 3 through 5 on the agenda. The School Land Board will enter the session pursuant to Chapter 551, Subchapter D, Section 551, Tech 071 of the Texas Government Code for discussion and consideration regarding pending or contemplated litigation and/or settlement offers, or to seek or receive attorney advice or counsel related to items 3 through 5 on the docket, and subsection 551 Tech 072 for the discussion and consideration concerning the purchase, sale, exchange, lease, or value of real property related to items 3 through 5 on the docket. Following executive session, we'll reconvene in open session to complete the docket. The open session of the December 1, 2015 School Land Board meeting will resume with item number 3.
Good morning, Amber Long, Asset Management Division. Staff recommends approval of the disposition of PSF land per the terms discussed in closed session as being in the best interest of the PSF. Any questions?
So moved.
A second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 3. Next item on the agenda is number 4.
Sean Sill, Asset Management, and staff recommends the board waive the first option to purchase.
Any questions at this time?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 4 as stated.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is number 5.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members, for the record, Rusty Martin, Chief Investment Officer. Approval of this agenda item would constitute your approval of investment by Texas General Land Office on behalf of the Permanent School Fund in Lime Rock Resources 4 LP. The Investment Advisory Committee is recommending that TexGlow invest up to $150 million on behalf of the PSF in Lime Rock 4. Lime Rock 4 is projected to be a $750 million closed-in, commingled fund that will focus on building a portfolio of diversified investments in lower-risk oil and natural gas properties in the U.S. The fund will concentrate on the acquisition of direct interest in mature producing oil and gas properties with a focus on properties with proved producing reserves. Lime Rock 4 is sponsored by Lime Rock Management LP, which is a leading energy industry investment firm. In addition to providing comprehensive due diligence materials to staff and the Townsend Group, Lime Rock representatives also made a presentation to staff in October and a detailed presentation to the IAC in November. In conjunction with this review and analysis, staff worked with legal counsel to ensure that the proposed investment fits within the framework of the TexGlow PSF Real Assets Investment Policy Statement and is in the best interest of the Permanent School Fund. Therefore, the IAC is recommending that the School Land Board approve the investment of up to $150 million in Lime Rock Resources 4 LP, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is made, seconded, and carried unanimously to approve item number 5. Next item on the agenda is the presentation of the 2016 audit plan.
Good morning, Chairman, members. I'm Tracy Hall, the Chief Auditor. I'm here to present this 2016 audit plan. You have before you a copy of our methodology and the audit plan for the year. As you can see that we have the TAC 202 audit, the audit of NERDA, the agency's budget and planning process, external portfolio audit, and energy inspections, and energy marketing, and the revenue administration processes that all will affect the school land board. This is an information-only item. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions at this time?
What are the major variations from this plan and the prior plans?
The major, it's about the same number of items. We have additional staffing this year, so we're able to do more audits than we had planned for last year. The audit process is the same as it has been in previous years.
Can you maybe talk a little bit about some of the risk factors in terms of how we assess risk and how we kind of rack and stack
Okay.
the criteria?
Part of what we do every year is that we gather information from all of the program areas. And as you see on the document you have in front of you, there are 15 risk factors that we've looked at in every area, in the management controls, degree of centralization, the changes in organizational structure, complexity of operations, extent of government regulation, public exposure sensitivity, prior audit coverage, information system utilized, extent of outsourcing and contracting, average time of outstanding recommendations, the budget, key objective, potential for fraud, executive interest and concerns. We've done a combination of interviewing management, looking at prior audits, external audits and internal. We looked at data and performance from our LAR, from their performance measures, and gathered all that data and ranked it on a scale of 1 to 4, and then computed for each area where they rank as far as risk. We also take into consideration whether they've gotten previously audited recently by the SAO or someone else externally, so that we don't duplicate efforts from an external audit. And then we'll look at whatever transitions are going on in that department, so that if they've gotten a new manager, a new area, we'll hold off on audit to give them time to get oriented. And that's pretty much how we've come up with the schedule based on the risk assessment.
What's the time frame here?
Between August and next September.
Pardon me?
Between September of this year through August of 2016.
And the output it's a numeric output, correct?
Yes, it is.
That
Yeah.
results in the prioritization of.
It's a large spreadsheet that we've computed all the averages, and then we'll also use input from the internal auditors as far as things that they've audited or seen over the past few years, and then information we've gotten from management, and then compile all that numerically into a ranking.
Since this is a non-voting item and there being no further business before the land board, this meeting is adjourned.
Okay, thank you.